this would be to do O2, like O2 sats, but I'm gonna run IBGs.
Okay, that's related to your airway. All righty. And what else? What specific lab are you going to get for this patient that's specific to his injury?
I have to check the PaCO2.
All right, but you said carbon monoxide poisoning. What is the lab we're going to get to know about carbon monoxide poisoning? What's the lab called?
Oh, Scheiße.
I'm pretty sure that's Russian for you know what.
It's German for you know what.
Oh, okay, German, Russian, it's all the same. But anyway, somebody said it. Anybody?
Chemistry?
What kind of chemistry? Carboxyhemoglobin. Yes, that's the level. What's the normal level of carboxyhemoglobin supposed to be in somebody?
0 to 5.
0 to 5. Thank you. People that smoke always have a elevated they have carboxyhemoglobin in their blood all the time because that's what they inhale. But it's supposed to be 0 to 5, preferably 0. So that 100% O2 by non-rebreather is what's going to help them to get more oxygen to get rid of that carboxyhemoglobin that they're going to develop. Okay, really, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, which is 400% O2, is what they're going to get when they go to when they go to the hyperbaric chamber, and that's the definitive treatment for carbon monoxide poisoning is hyperbaric oxygen therapy. Okay. All right. So we talked about different diagnostics. You talked about your rainbow again, but the extra added lab is going to be that carboxyhemoglobin level. Everybody, and they're your rainbow, folks. Any kind of trauma, you're going to get your rainbow, you're going to get your EKG, you're going to get, you know, chest x-ray, all of that. And that's even if they don't get intubated. But then when they do get intubated, you're going to get your post-intubation x-ray and all that stuff, replacement and all that stuff. Okay? All righty. Who is, my last team is team number... Did anybody have any questions related to this? Y'all are gonna read more about this and learn more about this when you actually do your reading for this topic. All right, who's got number 8?
Me.
Okay, Jordan. So your patient is found lying on the unresponsive, but they're breathing, and the posterior of their right arm is laying in a puddle of this clear liquid. There's a bottle of ammonia cleaner laying next to them, okay? And there's a strong odor of ammonia. All of y'all have smelled ammonia at some point in your time, hopefully not too close because that will definitely make you loopy. The family called 911. The patient woke up and said that they must have fainted because they smelled the ammonia. And they have a partial thickness burn to the left posterior aspect of the arm, which is the arm that was laying in the ammonia chemical. Okay, so what kind of burn did this patient sustain?
Chemical burn.
A chemical burn. What type of chemical is ammonia?
Alkaline.
It is an alkaline chemical. And what do we know about alkaline chemicals as far as the burns go?
It's more difficult to neutralize, which can lead to deeper tissue damage.
So what do you need to do immediately, anybody, when you get an alkaline burn? You can start this process at the house. What are you going to do?
Flush with water.
Right, flush. So basically, if you get a chemical burn, an alkaline burn at the house, you can start running it under lots of water, okay? Because that's what neutralizes, okay? All right. Somebody else wanted to say something.
No, I was just gonna say, like, you could get a strip, like a rag or something, and just drench it in water to cover that wound until you get further assistance.
Ideally, you want to start running the water so that it drains off and instead of draining down. Okay. All righty. Yeah. What you laughing at, Nicole? My demonstration, huh? Yeah, I know. Anyway, so yeah, no, I'm telling you guys this because y'all got ammonia at your house under your sink, and your kids can get a hold of it. Now, obviously, what do you want to have hanging on your refrigerator, everybody?
Poison control numbers.
Poison control for humans, and anybody that's got an animal, poison control for your animals because they get into stuff too. So you want to call, and if you go to the emergency room, you want to bring that chemical with you
Right.
so that they can identify and see what kind of treatment the patient's going to get. Okay. So with this person, what total surface body area is burned? If I told you that, just what what was it, the anterior or the posterior? What I say?
The posterior.
Okay,
left.
so posterior arm. What's your total body surface area burned from that?
Was 4.4.5. Huh?
4.5. Okay, so these people are not going to need the big old fluid resuscitation because the body surface area burned is only 4.5. However, they still have a burn. So what kind of treatment are they going to get?
I would say like wound pain management.
Exactly, because it still burns. I mean, it's still burning. Now, let me throw this into you guys. What happens if you get a powdered chemical on your skin? What are you supposed to do with a powdered chemical? Because you know how in your garage you have powdered chemicals, you have granules, all of those things. How are you going to get that
You brush it off
You brush it off. Well, why not rinse it off?
because you don't know what it is.
Yeah, you could activate it if you.
You could activate it, exactly. I'm here to give you this public service announcement that first of all, you should always keep all of your chemicals locked up and away from people when you do use, because I garden, I have a lot of chemicals that I use. Wear gloves, obviously, that are not going to get saturated. If you spill whatever this chemical is on you, it's not going to go through. I have actually had just plastic gloves. Chemicals will eat through that plastic, FYI. Okay, so be very, very careful when you're dealing with chemicals, organic phosphates, any of those things. The dust, the 7 dust that you put on your tomato plants, be very careful with that too, because those are all chemicals that if inhaled or ingested or touching on your skin can burn you. Okay, just letting y'all know that. So what concepts, Jordan, are applicable to this patient?
We said fluid and electrolytes, pain management, tissue integrity, acid base, and inflammation.
Okay, all right then. All right, so pain management, all of that. So I'm just going to, and I didn't put this up here, but I'm just going to tell you guys, when you are taking care of a patient with any kind of a burn, now obviously some things are going to be more specific than other depending upon the type of burn. You're worried about ineffective airway clearance, impaired gas exchange, impaired tissue perfusion, tissue integrity, decreased cardiac output, fluid and electrolyte imbalance, pain, risk for infection, imbalanced nutrition, fear and anxiety, body image disturbance, impaired mobility, and knowledge deficit, basically related to knowledge of what's going to happen to me, what's going to happen to the rest of my life, especially in major trauma, when they may not go back to their pre-burn injury state, their pre-burn state of life. Okay, just FYI. So you're seeing a chat that's coming in. I'm going to ask you guys, I'm finished with my material right now, but I'm going to ask you, there is a representative from Chamberlain University who wants to speak with you for a minute because she's got opportunities to let you guys know about grant money. Grant money is free money for you to go back to school. And this Catherine?
Yeah. Hi.
Hey, Catherine, how are you? I'm Cherie Wiggins. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Cherie, and thank you for that encouragement, because I do think about that a lot, that if someone's going to give you money to go back to get your RN or BSN, we all need to start thinking about using those opportunities and helping ourselves move forward as people are willing to help us.
So, Catherine, why don't you discuss here what you got to give them?
Sure. All right. So everyone, I just put a very important link on your chat. If someone can just double check that link and make sure it's active, I'd appreciate it. But
I'll
that's
check
the
it.
link.
Y'all listen.
Can someone hit that so we can make sure it's working?
It works.
Okay,
Works.
fantastic. So the link is what will get you to the grant money. So this is called the Jump Start Grant, and I'm so excited that they made it available for you guys, even though you're getting ready to graduate. So congrats on your graduation, and I'm kind of disappointed because usually I would do a pizza party for you guys at your NCLEX review, but no pizza, so we'll just have to celebrate another time. But we're so excited about this Jump Start Grant because it really is something that can help get you a jump start on getting your RN to BSN. So basically, it's two tuition-free classes. So keep that in mind. It's a savings of $4,000, and basically Chamberlain is going to let you take 2 classes towards your RN to BSN, and they're nursing classes, not any prereqs or anything you've already taken.